Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. So there's a story that has really caught my attention. A police post in Kirinyaga County has been closed down due to failure of the National Police Service to pay 2 million shillings rent arrears. Now this police post is located in Riandekira, and the story is here. It was done by Citizen TV. Just watch it briefly before I give you the background of what happened and why we found ourselves in such a situation.
Sisi kama wakaaji wa Arrears tunasema watu polisi wa Arrears, polisi wakiondoka hapa kutakuwa na msimu sana. Tujui ni kwamba sisi tunajua wanaishi kwa police post. Ile what happened ni hatujui ni nini iliendelea, ndiposa ikafikia mahali pa kuwa wanahama.
Tunaomba tulipiwa nyumba ndio askari waendelee kutulinda. Hapa Dandila polisi wanakuwa wakifazia sana. Sasa kupigwa ngeta nini, mambo mingi, mang'ombe itakuwa ikichukuliwa mchana.
Tunyanyang'anywa polisi, wanaenda kwingine. Si mwenye mbroti anasema waende, lakini sisi tunataka wakae. Viongozi wetu walienda tukakujangi huku.
So how did we as a country find ourselves in this situation? Now the structure in Riandekira that has been harboring the police post in Kirinyaga County was allegedly given by a well-wisher to the National Police Service, and since then it had been housing around 6 police officers who have been residing within that post. Now, following the death of the owner of the plot who had given the plot to the National Police Service, the daughter of the deceased had notified the police that henceforth they will be paying rent for the structure. But it seems like the police service had not been carrying out their obligation to pay the rent. So it is said that the rent arrears had accumulated up to the tune of 2 million Kenya shillings. I do not know why the National Police Service has not been able to, pay this rent. Because what is 2 million shillings anyway? 2 million shillings is so little for the government. So a well-wisher gives the structure to the National Police Service. The well-wisher dies in 2018. The daughter of the well-wisher notifies the police that henceforth they will be paying rent to the property. And the National Police Service refuses, for one reason or the other, either refuses or simply ignores the request by the daughter of the landlord to pay the rent. And the rent accumulates up to the tune of 2 million shillings. And the landlord's daughter decides to evict the police from her deceased parents' property. Hii story ni aibu sana, ni aibu kubwa sana, that more than 60 years after independence, the government of Kenya is still not capable of building a police patrol base. And even still, if the government decides to rent, the government cannot afford to pay rent, such that the rent arrears accumulate to the tune of 2 million shillings. Jameni, tulifika hapa aje? How did we get here? And yet, President William Ruto is going around left, right, and center every weekend delivering millions of shillings to churches. He had promised to deliver 20 million shillings to Jesus Winner Ministry Church located along Thika Road. And the other time he was now promising that all he will be focusing on, apart from construction of the affordable housing, which we know is not really affordable, is to build and construct churches across the country. And yet, the same government cannot afford to pay rent for the police post. We saw the likes of Kipchumba Murkomen delivering 3 million shillings to a mosque in Isiolo County. And yet, there are public service utilities that needs to be looked after, to be taken care of. A sovereign government such as the government of Kenya ought not to rent facilities for critical services such as security. I don't think it is a prudent idea for the National Police Service to rent up a room for putting up a police base. If anything, putting up a police base in a personal property, I think, is a very big threat to the security of that area, because then the activities of the police within that base are likely to be compromised in one way or the other? What if the owner sets up a secret or a hidden camera to monitor the police activities? Now, if you've been keenly following the news in the mainstream media, you will remember that there was a time that a gentleman in Uasin Gishu County set up an illegal police base without the express knowledge and authority of the Inspector General of Police or the National Police Service. So it baffles me that we are witnessing such kind of circumstances in our country. In fact, I made a video about that illegal police station. You can check it up in one of my recent videos in my channel. I want us to interact in the comment section. Do let me know what you think about this. Do you think that it is something that is warranted for the National Police Service, or rather the government of Kenya, to fail to pay 2 million shillings rent arrears to an extent that it forces the landlord to evict 6 police officers from a police post that has been operational, from a police base that has been operational within a private property? You let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more informative content such as this.